Happy Tuesday to everybody. Good morning. It's early. It's probably about 7:45 in the morning here in Atlanta. Got a nice little project. It's been a while since I've done a video. I'm just been so busy. I'm gonna try to get back in it. This is a nice little video. Gonna be pretty easy for you guys to see and see the results for sure. But we've got a customer who I've had now for a couple years. They moved a couple different homes. This is their new home. Nice little HOA community. You see all these nice homes. So on their lot here, we do regular maintenance, but they want to rip out all the plants. Well, I shouldn't say all, a ton of the plants. We've got pine straw to rip out. We've got that echo bed redefiner. If you guys follow my channel, you've seen that we've used it a couple times. It's been a while since we've used it. Considering we use it a lot in the late winter when we're remulching and repine strawing, it's a perfect time to reestablish beds. But I'm going to be using that today, and then we're going to finish it all off with mulch. So the homeowner's done some work themselves. They kind of wanted us to match some of the holly bushes that they've done, so we're going to do that. This shouldn't take more than a couple hours. We should be out of here hopefully by 12:30. Be on our way. We got to get back to cutting grass. We got a lot of grass to cut this week. So we've got the dump trailer, we've got the big Chevy, and my guy Michael is back working on the hollies now. I started with a couple plants to rip out, but here, I'll take you guys through the job, and then once we're all finished, we're going through the process. We'll show you the bed redefiner, how we do that, get it all cleaned up. So stay tuned. All right, so you can see the holly here. They've already basically skirted the bottom of it. They didn't like it being so full on the bottom, so they did it themselves. So we're going to clean up some of these nubs that are on it. These azaleas were much bigger, and they tried to clean them up to get some more room because they didn't like how big they were. We're basically just going to do a rejuvenation prune. We're going to take it down to the knees. Same thing with the lower petalums. We'll take them down, cut them down about a foot off of the ground, and then just let them re-sprout. Obviously, it's a little late in the season before they get full, but next summer, halfway through, they'll bush out, and then everything will look just fine. If you guys aren't familiar with this process, it's a great way for very mature, overgrown shrubs, if you'd like to keep them in an area that have gone too big, that haven't been maintained often enough, and they just get too big and take over an area, that you can, we call it a rejuvenation prune, where you basically take it down to the knees, let Mother Nature time do its thing. They'll fill back out. They're hardy plants. They will fill back out. Now, obviously, these azaleas, come April, they're not going to have any blooms, or very few. But again, they're not having to pay for new shrubs. We're just going to cut them down and let them start up. So we got to redo all those. We're going to clean up this holly. Again, in the back, along the garage, all this front, we're going to take all this pine straw out. Okay, we've got these gold mops here. There's 5 of them. Saying we're going to rip those out. Pine straw is coming out. These 2 large evergreens. They, check this out. I can't stand these. When people get these and they try to keep them spiraled. Now again, he just moved in here not too long ago, and I told him, I was like, I'm not spiraling these things. It's too much maintenance. We don't come often enough. He never said he liked them to begin with, and you could see they just take up the front of the house. For a home with all this stone and then these, it's like an eyesore for me. Some of y'all may think, keep them. No, they're gone. So I've got some nandinas that we're taking out. Michael's over here working on that holly. See, we're getting it all. He's got the loppers out, all on the tarp. And then I've got this tree. This tree in this area, they've tried to take a couple limbs out themselves. They don't have a saw. They were just trying to do it by hand, but we'll skirt this tree up. We'll get it up another 4 or 5 feet. Let some sunlight through underneath so this Bermuda will thrive again. This tree's gotten a little too big. Obviously, they planted it when the house was built, but as they mature, you have to make adjustments, change the size of the beds, you know, skirt trees, do what you got to do. So we'll get everything loaded up, pile it on the curb. Again, we got to go get some mulch. So luckily, from where we are, God, we're only 1.5 miles from the landscape yard, so we'll benefit nicely from it. We'll go get some mulch. We'll finish this up, but we got to redefine all the beds with that echo bed redefiner. So it'll look sharp. Stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. All right, so update. Got a chunk done here. trim the holly up. We limb this tree up, get some more sunlight underneath. You can see we got it all stacked to the street. We'll throw it in the dump trailer. I gotta pull a couple more shrubs. I just dug the smaller ones out, but this is that big evergreen. Another one there. These 5 gold mops. You can see, like I said, we're pulling out all the straw, so we got it all raked out. Got the lower pedalums cut. I just cut off the main stalks. This actually worked out that they trimmed this about 2 months back by themselves. But all the new growth is already coming up, and I just cut the main stalks out so the new growth takes over. Same thing with the azaleas. They just look like little 1-gallon azaleas. I gotta actually cut that off still. We got the back and the side, and then I'll show you the other side. All right, and this is the other side. Actually, the irrigation here, this is the, not irrigation, the AC, this is the drip line. That thing was all clogged up. I beat it a bit, but it's still not shooting any water. I don't know if it's clogged up somewhere else, but they'll have to take it apart from the other end. All right, this is an area that gets a ton of shade. There's a lot of moss on the ground. And then we did a big smash out. I didn't want to uncover them, but we found a nest of baby bunnies and the pine straw there. Poor little guys, hope mama comes back. We didn't hit them, we just found them. But you know how animals can be real temperamental. So we got the back here, there, and then up against the fence line. It'll look real good. Shoot, we'll put the redefiner on this stuff, edge this real good, get that cleaned up, and then lay the mulch and take that pile away, and we're out of here. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, update. It's now about 1 o'clock after lunch. We got everything cleaned up. We got everything in the trailer. We went to the dump, went to lunch. We got the mulch, all that. So we're situated. All we're doing is finishing bed redefining. Michael's doing right now. And then we'll start laying this mulch. But here, I'll show you the redefining and process. Right here. Here's this here. Nice and trenched and edged. We got the back done already. Got a little bit against the back, and then just a real small bed on the house. But pile of mulch, 7 yards, brown, good to go. My new guy Michael, he's edging for the first time. He's never done this, so I just kind of gave him a rundown. Got that bed done, it's tight. All this stuff gone, ripped out, dirt moved. We had to put an irrigation head back in we took out when we were ripping that big evergreen out. Make sure we didn't break it. There you go. Check that out. So it's dry for the most part. A couple areas are a little wet because they have irrigation, but the back was really dry. It was nice and trimmed up, but we'll keep edging. We're almost done here, and then we're mulching. All right, we're done. It's 2:30, just after 2:30. You want to get that the gates? Just after 2:30. So we started on this thing right at 7:30. How we had the shade, and the sun's definitely picked up. But we got everything cleaned up, trimmed up. These weeds need sprayed real bad. I didn't bring my sprayer because I got my dump trailer today, but they're due for bi-weekly service. We'll be back here in about 48 hours. Mulched up real tight. Remember that tree, we limbed that joker up. Show you the front here. We limbed that thing up real good. Remember they wanted that bottom trimmed out to match the other side. Ripped some nandinas out, ripped those evergreens out, cleaned it up. I'm happy with it. 8 hours work, we worked hard. We dipped out, went to the dump, ate lunch, so it was hot. We needed a break. But worked out. We'll be back for bi-weekly service about 48 hours. Project like this, 2 of us, like I said, about 8 hours.
7 yards with a mulch, bed redefined, limit a tree, getting rid of, there were 5 Nandinas, 2 evergreens, 5 gold mops, trimming the rest of those out, trimming the bottom of this up, and then we actually trimmed a small tree in the back. I didn't include in the quote, but needed done, at least for maintenance purposes. We got to mow under it pretty tight. I just took care of it so I don't have to deal with it later. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a good video. Little projects like this I love doing, just to break up the monotony of just the grass, but also just beautifying. It's a nice change of pace. So we're out of here. We're going home for the day. It's hot. It's probably heat index close to about 100. We've had enough fun. So until next time, y'all be good.